The government has already passed a law that some migrants will likely never be granted citizenship no matter how long they stay in the country. We all know that immigration is a complex issue in the UK, not just UK and other Western countries. Now, if you are a migrant, you want to watch this video to the very end to be sure that you are not part of the category of people that are most likely not to be granted citizenship, or you want to share the video to those that you think might be affected, the earlier the better. Now we're going to dive into the video shortly. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatmat Ali. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel, like this video, share and leave your thoughts. The UK government has updated its rules to state that anyone that enters into the UK illegally, whether via small boats, at the back of a lorry or any other irregular means, will normally be refused British citizenship no matter how much time they have passed in the UK. And this applies to anyone who is applying from the 10th of February 2025. Now, some people might say that, well, that is good because entering a country illegally is, first of all, not the right thing to do. So any consequences, they should bear it. And I totally agree, but with some exceptions. Now, imagine somebody fleeing war for their life. Imagine somebody had to escape a dangerous situation in their country for their life. Now, how much time do you think the person will have to consider legal routes? Some people genuinely use illegal routes because they have no options. Not to forget that some also take advantage of the route. Some migrants have real struggles going through that particular route. But there are challenges. In the article, a 21-year-old Afghan refugee who arrived in the UK aged 14 after fleeing the Taliban and being smuggled to Britain in the back of a lorry. He was granted refugee status and after 5 years was granted indefinite leave to remain. He was due to apply for British citizenship on the 1st of March 2025. However, he is now unable to do so after government plans emerged on the 10th of February 2025, making it almost impossible for any refugee who arrived via a dangerous journey to become a British citizenship, regardless of the time that they have passed since they have arrived in the UK. Tens of thousands of people are potentially affected by the new rules and regulations to the British citizenship. Just imagine doing everything right. Imagine learning English every day just to be able to integrate well in the system. Imagine following all the immigration rules and regulations just to be told that you cannot truly belong. I mean, this is definitely beyond passport. It's about being a part of a society, okay? It's about being belonging. It's about being able to vote. It's about being able to have that freedom, okay? I mean, the fact that the guy was given indefinite leave to remain, the fact that the guy was granted asylum in the first place, according to the legal challenge submitted, a pre-action protocol, the change in the citizenship rule is a source of great anxiety to the man and has made him feel vulnerable in the UK because of the volatility of UK immigration laws. He fears being isolated from the rest of British society and not being able to vote nor to travel freely. Tawfiq Hussein, who is representing the refugees, said that it is upsetting for so many who had hoped for a new approach to now see this Home Secretary repeating the same mistakes as her various predecessors. For the sake of political expediency, Yvonne willing to roll out unlawful policies with the sole purpose of punishing migrants and refugees, those who are quite clearly of good character and eligible for citizenship. Tawfiq, the solicitor, is clearly arguing that those who are of a good character, clearly of a good character, and eligible for citizenship will now be denied because of this new rules and regulations. But the government is saying that the good character requirements have been updated because of their method of arrival in the UK. Many refugees are no longer deemed by the government to be of good character, even though they rarely have any choice but to arrive via irregular means like the small boats, at the back of lorry, and other mean. So it says here that before the new guidance was published, the Afghan refugee bringing the legal challenge would have met the good character rule. He has no criminal record, has complied with all immigration rules whilst in the country, has a good command of English, and plans to train as a mechanical engineer to contribute to British society and the economy. I was kind of like expecting the rule to be just like previous rules. When a rule is passed, it's probably affecting those that are yet coming into the country. So if this rule was to state that anybody who comes into the country from the 10th of February 2025 illegally will not be granted citizenship when the time comes. Because of laws passed by the previous government, it is now an offense to enter the country without permission, despite the UK being signatory to international law treaties, such as the 1951 UN Refugee Convention, which states that asylum seekers and refugees should not be penalized for illegal entry. The convention says that states should make every effort to expedite naturalization proceedings. The legal challenge argues that the new policy misrepresent the true legal position on the good character requirements in the 1981 British Nationality Act, and it is therefore unlawful. It says it also breaches part of the European Convention on Human Rights and Equality legislation. This is huge. This just tells you that the UK government is trying all means to reduce immigration, to deter people from coming into the UK. And this also tells you that if you do not fall under this category of people that are likely not to get citizenship, please don't be sleeping, just be awake, because at any time, any day, new rules and regulations might just erect and you might be the target, you might be the victim of those new rules and regulations. Because just look at this, for them to pass a law that clearly goes against international treaties, the 1981 British Nationality Act, that tells you how serious immigration is a problem to the United Kingdom. However, the changes has been condemned by refugee organizations and some Labour MPs, including Stella Creasy, who said the change meant refugees will forever remain second-class citizens. A Home Office spokesperson said there are long-standing rules that can prevent those arriving illegally from gaining citizenship. This guidance is strengthening these measures to make it clear that anyone who enters the UK illegally, including small boat arrival, faces having a British citizenship application refused. Anyway, they have never been 100% agreement to any law that the government passes, isn't it? Definitely, there are going to be opposition parties that are saying that it's not right. There are going to be some MPs that are saying that it's not right. There are going to be some organizations that are saying that it's not right. But the sole decision still lies on the current government, still lies on the Prime Minister. The rule has already taken effect anyway. What do you think? Do you think that people who arrive via irregular means should be denied citizenship, British citizenship? Should their application be refused? Because, I mean, the answer could be yes, but just imagine that there is war and I'm getting out to apply via the legal route, waiting for appointment, waiting to be called for biometrics. I'll be dead by then. Like, I will not be available to attend the appointment. So could there be some exceptions, especially that UN laws, international treaties and everything have already recognized the fact that some people who flee wars could enter countries illegally? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. My name is Fatmat Ali. I thought to bring this news to you. I don't know who it might be affecting, but even if it's not affecting you from what we have read in the article, please be vigilant and do everything right, because at any time, any point, you might be a victim of a new updated rule in the country. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, and leave your comments in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. Bye.